Now we're going to learn the notes or the keys of the keyboard. A full-size keyboard has 88 keys on it. They're either white or black in most cases. And what you can see here, I apologize, it's the way I have to have the camera, so I have to have it close. So we're not seeing all 88 keys, and you may have a keyboard that either has 76 keys or 61 keys, and that's okay. Those are great to start out on. So you can find wherever in your keyboard, whatever the size is, start looking at the groups of black keys. You'll notice that the groups of black keys come in either groups of 2 or groups of 3, and they alternate 2, 3, and then so forth. 2 groups of 3, 2 groups of 3. This helps us locate the keys. And the letter, this is basically, the piano is basically a white key for whatever reason, a white key operation. The black keys are used as adjustments when we go into different keys for the most part. Yeah, for the most part, that's true. So what I want you to look for, whatever the middle of your keyboard is, find the closest group of 2 black keys in the middle of your keyboard. And when you find that, look to the left and you will see a letter, the key we call letter C. In the United States, we use alphabets. We use the alphabets A through G. There is no H anymore. In other countries, many other countries, they use solfege, and I will be going over solfege in just a few minutes. So if you want to stick around, that's fine. This is C. C is the middle C in your keyboard is important because it's sort of a soft dividing line between what the right hand plays and what the left hand plays. And that's a loaded statement because there's lots of exceptions, but we always want to sit in front of middle C, because from then we can go anywhere we want to on the keyboard. So if you can find to the left of the group of the most middle 2 black keys, that is letter C. So I said we use A through G. So the one between the 2 black keys is what? Well, it's D. E, F, G. So what comes after G? Not H, A. We start repeating. Yeah, we got 88 of these keys. So we start repeating A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and I know I'm out of camera range, sorry about that. But we start repeating then. So middle C, if we go down, this way is lower in pitch, this way is higher. So if we go down or lower in pitch, we're going C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. So it helps to know those letters backwards and forwards because that helps us get control of what we're looking at on the page later on, the printed page later on, and it helps us locate that. We know that's a C. And sometimes we come from reference notes. Middle C is a good reference note. So if you look at a C there, if you look to the left of any of the group of 2 black keys, that's a C. Anywhere on your keyboard to the left of the group of 2 black keys is a C. C, B, and you can to know the alphabet A through G backwards and forwards makes sense because sometimes we just sort of count from our reference note C, B, A. So if we're not sure that that's A, we can always count C, B, A or A, B, C or whatever. So it's good to know those backwards and forwards. So if I hit that note, there are 2 places where there are 2 white keys together, and those can be reference notes also. The ones here are E and G, as E and F, sorry, C, D, E, F, right? The other place where there are 2 white keys together are B and there's C, there's middle C. B and C, B and C, E and F, B and C. So those are some reference keys for you. Now, if you're used to solfege and you'd like to learn solfege, it's tremendous. I love it. It's middle C is do, D-O. So we have do, re, mi, fa, so. Do, re, mi, fa, so, la, la, ti, and back to do. So all of these are dos. All of these are res. And if you are familiar or want to be familiar with solfege, it's a great singing. They're easier to sing, the syllables are easier to sing than letter names. So this is a good reason to learn solfege, because when you sing your piano piece, it's much easier because you're internalizing the melody and you learn it faster, actually. So if I were to play those three notes, I would be playing C, E, G, right? Because I skipped a couple there. If I were doing solfege, do, mi, so. All right. So solfege, do, re, mi, fa, so, C, D, E, F, G, and then backwards, coming from top down, so, fa, mi, re, do, or G, F, E, D, C. So the syllables are fun to learn, and they're easier to sing. So I think solfege is a great thing. I've just not grown up with it until I got into college, so I learned the letter names. If you have any questions on any of the letter names on the keys, there's a comment section. Please leave me a message, and I hope you enjoyed this very short lesson, and look for more in the future. Thanks for joining.